It's a very good afternoon. Welcome to ZTN News Blitz. Let's take a look at our top stories. 7 more jumbos found dead in Zimbabwe. Government ignored our advice, say Zimbabwe teachers. Elderly Zimbabwean couple murdered, bodies burnt. And in sport, Courtney Locke speaks on recovery. 7 more elephants have been found dead in Zimbabwe's Hwange National Park, bringing the death toll to 18 in less than a week. Although tests are ongoing, the Parks and Wildlife Management Authority suspects the deaths are being caused by a contagious bacterium. There are fears that the trend could continue and affect one of Zimbabwe's tourist draw cards. Zimpark spokesperson Tinashe Farao spoke to ZTN correspondent Takuchi Hambakwe.
We've done an aerial survey of the area to see whether we can find other mortalities, and I can confirm that we have discovered about 7 other dead elephants, and we are doing the same process, but the suspicion again is the same cause that caused the death of the previous elephants is the same, because they're within the general area of Pandamasue forest, that's between Hwange and Victoria Falls.
Teachers in Zimbabwe say consultations on schools opening were rushed and that government ignored their submissions. The Zimbabwe Teachers Association says authorities requested their submissions via WhatsApp at 3 p.m. on Monday, with the deadline closing an hour later. ZimTAD Chief Executive Dr. Sfiso Ndlovu says they only managed to send submissions just after 7 p.m. Schools are set to open on September 28th.
Precisely on the 31st of August at 1500 hours, by WhatsApp message, requesting that we submit views by 1600 hours. Call it a stampeded or an afterthought process, that it was. And you will know that Cabinet met on the next day, next morning, on the 1st of September. As ZimTA, yes, we submitted our views after scrappy consultation with our structures, and our submission was given to the ministry at 1910 hours. I doubt if all our views informed the process. Maybe there was a selective choice.
However, despite the late call, Progressive Teachers Union of Zimbabwe President Takavafira Zhou says teachers will only go to work if their salaries are reviewed.
If government fulfills the conditionalities put by teachers in terms of their health and safety, as well as the issue of their welfare, in particular paying or reviewing their salary so that they resonate with the October 2018 salary pegged at US 520 to US 550, teachers will be ready to go and open schools.
ZTN is yet to get a response from Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education officials. An elderly couple was murdered and their bodies burnt beyond recognition in Plumtree, a district in southwestern Zimbabwe. Police suspect robbery and arson. It's believed that a gang of robbers attacked the couple at their home on Tuesday night. Matabeleland South Police spokesperson Chief Inspector Pilisani Ndebele speaks.
Yeah, that's true information, but you can get more details from Assistant Commissioner Nyati, maybe at around 3 o'clock. We had not yet received a full report about that. But that's a true information.
In the courts, journalist and activist Hopewell Chingono's bid for freedom continues today at the High Court, where his application for bail is being heard this afternoon. Chingono's bail hearing takes place just a few hours after his co-accused, Transform Zimbabwe leader Jacob Ngarivume, was granted bail by the High Court.
Tortuous and very bruising battle, but we are pleased that at long last he has been admitted to bail on very strict and stringent conditions. He has been ordered to deposit $50,000 with the clerk of court, Harare Magistrates Court, to surrender his passport, to report 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at Waterfalls Police Station, to reside at the address that he furnished to the police, also that he is not allowed to post on the Twitter handle that the judge specified until his matter is finalized.
Meanwhile, a Harare magistrate has set the bail ruling for MDC Alliance Deputy Chairperson Job Sikala for tomorrow at 2 p.m. ZTN correspondent Munashe Mukashlera is at the Harare Magistrates Court, where she gives us more. Good afternoon, Munashe. What's the latest news?
Yes, good afternoon, Christine. We are at the Magistrates Court where Job Sikala was continuing with his bail application hearing. His lawyer, Advocate Eric Matinenga, argued that prior to his arrest, he had not been on the run, and when the police issued a statement claiming that he was on the run, they were shocked. However, they managed to conclude the bail application hearing today, and the judgment will be passed tomorrow in the afternoon. That's it for now. Back to you in the studio.
Malawi's new president, Lazarus Chakwera, has reappointed the country's army commander sacked by his predecessor after troops protected protesters who were disputing elections. Mr. Chakwera said the appointment of General Vincent Nundwe as commander of Malawi's defense force took effect immediately. Violent protests rocked the southern African nation in May last year following the controversial re-election of Peter Mutharika. The election was later annulled by a panel of 5 judges because of irregularities, and a rerun was ordered within 5 months. Mr. Chakwera won the fresh elections. New research has suggested that men with larger waists or concentrations of fat around the belly are more likely to die of prostate cancer. But the study of more than 200,000 men in the UK, carried out by researchers at the University of Oxford, found that there was no clear association between body mass index or total body fat percentage and an increased risk. A total of 218,225 cancer-free men who were participants in the UK Biobank study, which recruited volunteers aged 40 to 69 between 2006 and 2010, were selected for the research. Scientists monitored their health for an average of 10 years. During the follow-up period, 571 men died from prostate cancer. Millions of pupils in England and Wales are returning to school after the unprecedented shutdown during the coronavirus pandemic. Schools will look different, with one-way systems, screens keeping pupils apart, and staggered start times. Many pupils will be given inductions so they understand the new rules, such as staying in their bubble groups and where to use social distancing. Teachers will assess how much pupils need to catch up after a long absence. We move now to sports, where Zimbabwe Davis Cup team star Courtney Locke believes he will make a successful return to the court after undergoing a double hip surgery recently in South Africa. Courtney will not take part in any international competitions this year, but believes the surgery was necessary. Manchester United have reportedly made contact with Thiago Alcantara's advisor as they look to beat Liverpool to the signing of the Bayern Munich midfielder. This is according to the Daily Mail. German outlet Bild also report that United are preparing an offer for the Spaniard. Liverpool were favourites to sign the player who has already told Bayern that he's leaving after Champions League success. And that's all from us at News Blitz. Thanks for watching.